Mark Langan is a self-taught corrugated cardboard artist from Ohio, as you can see from his vanity plate license plate shown here. Mark has been working in his chosen medium for almost 20 years since discovering his love for corrugated cardboard in 2004. Before that, he says he had worked in nearly every other medium he could think of. In 2004, while tearing down boxes for trash one day, Langan noticed the wavy material between the paper layers of boxes. He was intrigued by the possibilities of this medium and asked a neighbor that was moving to save boxes for him. From there, he started to experiment, he fell in love with the work, and has become known for his green art. Since then, he has been recognized for eco-friendly work. The narrative surrounding Langan's work is focused on those 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. He says he has created many pieces that allow his clients to visually showcase their branding strategy towards social standing with regard to sustainability and eco-friendliness. He also recognizes that many of those things are buzzwords today, but they've become important for so many. And whether he originally started out intending to promote recycling or not, his entire artistic identity is wrapped up in that message. Luckily for him, it's not a bad one. Mark gives this promise to those who encounter his work. I am meticulous with details and consider myself the best in my field. I am mindful of the environment and consider myself a true green artist by the reuse and repurposing of materials. I am professional and treat all clients, large or small, with respect during the entire creative process from conception to completion. So it does seem like he has embraced the message that his work has given him. It's pretty inspiring to see what Mark Langan has done to create a name for himself by simply using one kind of material to make his art. He cuts and layers the corrugated cardboard and uses a non-toxic white glue to seal everything together. His method is very low-tech. It doesn't require any computer rendering. He simply works with a few tools in his hands. To look at his work, it doesn't seem overly complicated, but it does require a high level of precision and patience. On average, for a 2.5 square foot piece, it includes approximately 2,000 individually cut pieces and takes an average of 100 to 120 hours to complete. Once he starts a project, he finds it difficult to stop until it's completed. He tells a story in an interview of once working on a piece feverishly on New Year's Eve, running over to his friend's house to kiss his wife and toast the new year at midnight, and then promptly returning home to finish his work. It seems fitting that this is the artist that was featured in class during our study of texture, because the texture of the material is what led him to work with it exclusively. It's amazing to see the variety that he's able to achieve working with this simple material as well. The majority of Langan's work is for commissions. He works with a lot of packing, shipping, recycling, and paper companies, and in many instances is able to use the company's own product for his creations, which is kind of cool. He does work with other companies and individuals as well. Often he's able to personally present his clients with the work, and he really enjoys that part of it. You can see here that sometimes the paper part of the material is also used. It's shredded up and added to the work. While most of his work is the natural brown of the cardboard, some of his artworks do showcase color as well. I'm usually drawn to more colorful art, but there's something about the simplicity and focus on texture that draws me to Langan's more natural works, as opposed to the colorful ones. While most of his work is original or a logo recreation, he does like to pay homage to famous artists as well. Here we have an homage to Warhol, Campbell's Tomato Soup Can by Mark Langan, and the homage to Edward Munch, The Scream by Mark Langan. He also references other artists when talking about his dream to be known in the art world. He says, as Dali is known to surrealism, I would welcome Mark Langan being known for boxes and recycling. On another occasion, he said, as Andy Warhol was known for his Campbell's soup creations, I want to be known as that box recycling guy. He's really just trying to make a name for himself, which feels relatable to many artists. He found his little corner of the market and he's running with it. Right now, he's mostly known locally, and he promotes and is promoted locally in Ohio. As I have researched Mark Langan and his work, I've noticed some traits that are different from my own. Namely, he's a male that has been working as an artist almost as long as I've been alive. But I also realized that the more we look for differences, the more we're going to find them. Instead, I found myself recognizing many similarities between us. We both thrive on simplicity. We're both known more locally than globally. We really just want to create beautiful work. In those similarities, I've discovered an inspiration and a hope that one day I too will find my place in the art world.